a welding gas fuel. Okay, Iram, Aisha, and Fatima, do you know what is welding?
No.
No. What about Iram and Aisha?
No.
Iram, do you know what is welding?
No.
Wait a second. Okay, at last I found. Can you see this? Can you guys see this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now you know what is this welding. You know this, right? What is happening here? When you stick two metal sheets, you have to weld those sheets. You cannot stitch them, right? Like clothes. So that you have, then you have to what? You have to burn them so much so that they stick together. That is welding. I hope you have seen this, right? Now see, this is welding. Can you see that? See this upper metal sheet and this one which is going vertical. They are not joined right now, and it is getting joined. Okay, I hope now you got what is welding.
Sir, what's the difference between welding and soldering?
Welding and soldering, I think it is for very minute pieces. Like when it is very small, we say it's soldering. I guess so. I don't know really, but when I have to go and get my watch repaired, then they do soldering there. And oh no, I think in soldering they use some metal also in order to stick.
Yes, sir.
If you have to, Hannah, correct? They
Yes,
have to
one
put
is
metal, right? That is that when you have to stick metal, that is welding, I think, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Fahad?
Yes,
I think so. I don't know.
in soldering, wire is used.
A wire is used. Correct. Now I remember. I just imagined myself in the watch shop. Okay, fine. So you're right. Now, whenever you have to burn something, you will need oxygen, and then you will need a fuel. So welding, it has fuels inside. Okay, and okay, fine. So right here, a welding gas fuel contain carbon and hydrogen only. Burning small sample of it. Burning small sample of it gives 3.36 grams of carbon dioxide and 0.69 grams of water. 10 liter of this gas. 10 liter of this gas weighs 11.6 grams. Weighs 11.6 gram at STP. Find its empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay, find its empirical formula and molecular formula. Now I will tell you how to approach this particular problem. First of all, let us say that they have given some reactions and then we also got its empirical formula. Now, in order to get the molecular formula, I need what? We know that we need the factor here, right? By which I have to multiply. And it is equal to what? The molecular formula mass. The mass of the molecular formula divided by, that is the molar mass divided by the empirical formula mass. So generally we need only two things. We need to find this empirical formula and then we need to find this N here. Okay. And now we don't even have the molecular formula mass, right? So for molecular formula, we will be using what we'll calculate? We'll calculate the mass of that molar mass of that gas. First of all, calculate the molar mass of that gas, and we'll require this statement. 10 liter of this gas weighs 11.6 grams. Please write 10 liter of gas weighs 11.6 grams, right? 1 liter of gas weighs 11.6 grams divided by 10, right? And then you will tell me 22.4 liter of gas. This 22.4 liter means 1 mole, na? Right? So I'm writing about 1 mole only. 22.4 liter of gas weighs 11.6 divided by 10 into 22.4 liters. Right? This is here 10 liters, 22.4 liters. So this will cancel out, and this is liter per into 4 liter per mole. Okay, so we are getting the molar mass here. Now, when you calculate this, what will be the answer? Tell me. 22.4 into 1.16. Calculate this now. Tell me.
Sure, 25.9.
25.98.
No, yeah.
Okay, so we can approximate this to 26 grams per mole. Okay, so this is the molar mass of gas. Mass of 1 mole of gas. Right? Okay. Now we'll look at the reactions and then we will try to calculate it. So once we have got this, we now need the empirical formula. If we just get the empirical formula, then we can easily convert it by multiplying it by whatever N value is there. Okay, first of all, we have to get the empirical formula, and from empirical formula, we'll get the empirical formula mass. Then we will divide it to get the N, and then we will multiply N to empirical formula. Okay. Now, so they are saying that we have carbon and hydrogen only, right? We have carbon and hydrogen only. So let us suppose like this. The reactions will happen like this, right? So the carbon component, it will react with oxygen, and we have adequate amount of oxygen because it happens inside air. Okay, so oxygen, we get the oxygen from air. Okay, so carbon component from the gas, it will react with oxygen and it will form carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. From here you can see that what? From here you can see we have 1 mole of carbon gives 1 mole of CO2, right? 1 mole of carbon gives 1 mole of CO2. And then we can also write this in other form. 1 mole of CO2 needs 1 mole of carbon. Now 1 mole of CO2, 1 mole of CO2 means how much? 44 grams, right? Yes or no? of CO2 needs 1 mole of carbon means 12 gram of carbon. Assalamu alaikum. Hi Abdullah, how are you? Abdullah, why are you late, huh? You're very late. What happened?
I was outside.
So, no, that's not a reason, na. What happened outside?
I was at the market.
What was happening at the market? You're not giving me any good reasons. Yes, Abdullah. In class प्लीज सही से ज्वाइन किया कीजिए. अब देखिए, ओके, आप ये जो पुराना वाला जो पार्ट है ना वो रिकॉर्डिंग से आप देखिएगा. ओके,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Now we have 44 grams. Now how many grams to, so 1 gram of course CO2 needs 12 by 44 grams of carbon. How many grams of CO2 do we have here? 3.36 grams, right? 3.36 grams of CO2 needs 12 by 44 into 3.36 grams of carbon. So we will know what is the mass of carbon in that particular gas. So calculate this. You will get 0 point something. This will be 1 by 3 and 3 is a 9. 0 point, I think it will be 9. How much are we getting? 0.9.
Or 0.91.
0.91. Okay, so it needs 0.91 grams. That means we have 0.91 grams of carbon in that sample. Okay, in that sample we have 0.91 grams of carbon. Now we'll do the same thing for water. So we need what? We need hydrogen, and hydrogen will be in the form of H2 plus O2. It is going to give me water, H2O. Okay, so I'll write this 2H2 like this and H2O here like this. So now what we can write here for 2 moles of H2, H2O needs 2 mole of H2, right? Then we can write here 1 mole of H2O needs 1 mole of H2. I will convert this 1 mole of H2. 1 mole of H2O means how many grams? 1 mole of H2O means 18 grams, right? 18 grams of H2O needs 1 mole of H2 means 2 grams of H2. Okay, so 1 gram of H2O needs 2 by 18 grams of H2. How many grams of H2O are we getting? We are getting 0.69 grams. So we write next 0.69 grams of H2O needs 2 by 18. This is required by 1 multiplied by 0.69 grams of hydrogen gas. So tell me, what is the amount of hydrogen do we have here? 1 by 9 into 0.69. 2 by 18 will be 1 by 9. What is the value that you are getting from here? 0.07.
0.07.
Can you go one more digit? 0.07.
76.
6. Okay. So this many grams of H2 is there, hydrogen is there. Okay. You can write, I mean, it will be present in the form of hydrogen atom and combined with carbon atom. We have got two things here. What is the mass of carbon we got? Mass of carbon that we got was 0.916 or 0.91. I think it was 0.91 grams. Okay. Mass of hydrogen, we got it as 0.076 grams. Okay. Total mass of sample, right? Mass of sample. Mass of sample is equal to, please add these. Get this as 0.986. Right, 0.986 grams. Now, percentage of carbon. The mass percentage of carbon is 0.91 divided by 0.986 into 100. Percentage of hydrogen. This will be equal to 0.076 divided by 0.986 into 100. Or what you can do, this can be equal to 100 minus the percentage of carbon. Calculate the carbon percentage. I think it is better for you to calculate, easier for you to calculate. 91 divided by 99, it's approximately. It will be 99, 91 divided by approximately 99. Na? Getting somewhere around 0.91 or 0.92. I think it will be 0.92. कीजिए calculate एक बार please.
Sir, 0.09.
0.09. 0.09.
Yeah, sir.
No, it cannot be 0.09. You did 91 upon 986. Fatima? If you're removing the decimal, it should be 910 divided by 986. It will be 0.9. उसके आगे tell me. I think it will be 0.92 or 919 or something, because it is 0.99. No?
They wanted me 90 plus. More than 90.
नहीं 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करने से पहले हम बात करें.
अच्छा.
Please see, you will get this as 0.92 something. Okay. I remember that it is 92.3. So this will be 100 minus 92.3. 92 point
29.
so 92.3. So this will be equal to what? 7.6, right? Yes or no? 7.7. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now can you calculate the empirical formula? All of you? Iram, Aisha, Fatima, and Muhammad Abdullah. You have got the mass percentage of carbon and hydrogen of a sample. Can you calculate the empirical formula? What happened? Aisha, Iram, Fahad, Fatima, Abdullah.
Okay, sir.
Please calculate the empirical. Iram and Aisha, what happened? Iram
Yes,
is not
sir.
here. हाँ कीजिए जल्दी कैलकुलेट कीजिए. प्लीज रेफर टू योर नोटबुक. ओके, जो अभी आप लोगों ने लास्ट क्लास में पढ़ा है. Yes, Iram, I think you are correct. Same goes for Fatima. You are also correct. Very good. Waiting for others. Aisha. Aisha, did you watch the last lecture, Aisha?
No, sir.
क्यों? देखिए आपको पढ़ना वढ़ना नहीं है क्या? हाँ आयशा, व्हाट हैपेंड?
सर टाइम नहीं था.
टाइम ही नहीं था. क्लास करने में भी आप नहीं आती हैं, फिर आप लेक्चर्स भी नहीं देखती हैं. नो अब्दुल्ला, इट्स नॉट राइट. कैलकुलेट वंस अगेन. हेलो अक्षय.
Yes, sir.
पीरियोडिक प्रॉपर्टीज पढ़नी है आपको?
Or, no, I was
नहीं
told
नहीं पढ़ना है.
to join today for physics.
For physics, just check the link.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Abdullah, try once again. Fahad, what happened? Yes, Fahad. No, try once more, Abdullah. You're getting near to that answer. Try once more. Fahad, are you there? No. Okay, so let us do it. Hiram and Fatima, you guys help me, okay? We have atoms. So we have carbon and hydrogen, right? Then we have the mass, 92.3 grams, because it is 92.3 percentage. So first of all, percentage likhte hain, but directly we are writing mass, and then here hydrogen is 7.7 grams. Moles, 92.3 divided by 12. This will be approximately equal to how much? Tell me. 7.7.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we have 7.7 divided by 1, which will be also equal to 7.7. Then the empirical formula, you divide the lowest. So both of them are equal. So 7.7 divided by 7.7, which will be equal to 1. 7.7 divided by 7.7, which will be equal to 1. Okay, so the empirical formula is equal to CH. Okay, now we got the empirical formula. What will be the empirical formula mass? Tell me, guys. What is the mass of carbon? What is the mass of carbon? 12 plus 1. Very good. That is equal to 13, right? Now N is equal to what? The molecular formula mass. That is the molar mass divided by the empirical formula mass. So what is the molecular formula mass that we got? Please tell me from your notebook. Camila tha. What did we get it as?
26.
Very good. 26 divided by 13, which will be equal to 2, right? N is equal to 2 now. So we can write molecular formula is equal to 2 times the empirical formula. And we have 2 times CH be equal to C2H2. What is C2H2? What is the name of C2H2? Tell me, guys. Last class में ये भी किया था हम लोगों ने C2H2. What's the name?
Acetylene.
Very good, Fatima. Correct. Fatima remembers. Why? Because Fatima asked last time. This is acetylene. Okay, so we have hydrogen like this, carbon, and then a triple bond carbon, hydrogen. Okay, so we have got the empirical formula and molecular formula both. Okay, I will give you guys 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Just go through this question once more. Okay, look at each and every step because it is a long question. Okay, it is a long question. Please look at each and every step. Let me know if you have doubt in any one of them. Hello. Done everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me. नहीं 3 मिनट दिया हमने, 2 मिनट बाकी है, आराम से देखिए. सॉरी, माय बैड, आई रश्ड अ बिट. ओके. Okay. So I hope everyone has revised this whole problem once, and we will move to our new chapter, that is periodic properties. Okay, or periodic classification of elements. No doubt, na guys. Iram, Fahad, Fatima, Abdullah, and Aisha.
So,
Iram, tell me.
we'll be having a term 1 examination, probably
Bataiye.
second or first week of September.
Okay, term 1. And what is the syllabus for that? How many chapters? 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, most probably अभी तक वो दिया नहीं है, but teachers कह रहे हैं.
Are 1, 2, 3, and 4 also? Yes, Aisha. Iram, tell me.
First 3 sure.
First 2 तो हो ही गया, 3 भी हो रहा है. ठीक है. ओके, वो देखिए, एक चीज तो है कि बिल्कुल आपके स्कूल के पेस पे तो हम नहीं चल पाएंगे, है ना. एंड टू डू दैट, यू नो व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इफ आई फॉलो द पेस ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर स्कूल. ओके, सो समझ के, बट हाँ, ऑब्वियसली फाइनल एग्जाम से पहले, क्या उससे पहले दिसंबर में ही आपका सारा सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, दैट्स फॉर श्योर. बट राइट नाउ वी विल बी गोइंग स्लो फॉर एटलीस्ट द फर्स्ट 4 चैप्टर्स बिकॉज दीज आर बेसिक्स. ओके, चलिए. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, पीरियोडिक प्रॉपर्टीज, प्लीज राइट. A periodic classification of element, however you want to write the chapter's name. Okay, so in this we will first start with something that is known as elements after 100. So we'll first of all talk about how to name them, because that is one of the things जिससे सवाल हमेशा आते ही आते हैं. So we'll first of all try to learn that. So please write the heading nomenclature of elements above 100. Okay, above 100. So number 1 point, there are some rules here. The first point of the rule is that the names are derived from its atomic number. Okay, please write number 1. Names will be derived from the atomic number. From the atomic number using root name for each digit. Using root name for each digit. Okay. Second point. And all the names should end with. Okay, so the last 3 letters should always be I, U, M, EM. Okay, it should be EM. Oops. Digits, its root. And its abbreviation. Digits, their root, and their abbreviation. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So these are the digits. So the root for 0 is nil. The root for 1 is U and un. Then for 2 it is bi, tri. For 4 it is quad, pent, hex, sept, oct, and oops, non nahi hai, sorry, n, ENN. Okay, the abbreviation for n is nil is n, u and un is u. I hope n और u में मेरे फर्क समझ में आ रहा हो आप लोगों को. हाँ ठीक है. For bi it is B, for tri it is T, for quad it is Q, for pent it is P, for hex it is H, for sept it is S, oct is it O, and n is S, E. Let's start with the first one. 101, इसका नाम लिखेंगे. Then 102, 104, 109, 111, 112, 119. ठीक है? So write the examples for these. Okay, let us start with Hiram. You tell me first of all, what is the first one? 101, na? What is that? Tell me what is the atomic number for the first one? What is the atomic number? Hiram, what is the atomic number? नहीं, what is the atomic number ना? आप मेरे सवालों को तो सुनिए. क्या atomic number दिया है हमने? What is the atomic number? 101. What is the first digit? What is the first digit?
1.
What is the root for 1? What is the
And-
root for 1?
And
Very good. Then what do we have? What is the next digit?
0,
0.
0,
What is the root? What is the root?
nil,
Nil. What is the last one? What is the
un,
last digit? Un. And we
0.
will end EM. ठीक है? Anyone else who has doubt? Fatima, Fahad, Muhammad Abdullah?
No, sir.
No? Please write this and send me on WhatsApp.
Sir, I did not understand.
You did not understand? आप बताइए. What is the first digit second वाले case में? What is the first digit here?
Yes,
Sorry?
1.
1. What is the root for that?
1.
And what is the next digit?
0.
What is the root for that?
Nil. अच्छा, I got.
Got it? Then we have by. अब यहाँ पे बस um लिखना होगा because it should end with ium, है ना? ऐसा नहीं है कि ium लगाना पड़ता है, ium से end होना चाहिए. Okay, wait, sorry Fatima. It should only end with em. It's not a criteria that you have to write ium after you have written all the 3 digits. Okay, so it should just end with em. We have bi already, so you will just write um. We did not have I here, so I wrote ium all. Okay, and then in bracket I will also write it is u and nil anium. So u and u, and for this it will be un nil bm. Okay, so please write all of the names and their abbreviation also.
But sir, इनका नाम तो अलग होता है.
हाँ, तो आप लोगों को लेकिन यही करना है, याद करना. Okay. So let me tell you a story. Why is this? Why do we have this very weird thing? मतलब अचानक से what? Why they decided to name it like this after 100? So after the World War II, everything starts in the modern science. Everything starts with World War II. By the way. So after the World War II, there were 2 powers, and you must have heard about this Cold War. All of you have heard about this Cold War? Yes or no? Tell me. Aisha, Iram, Fahad, Fatima.
Yes.
Cold War. Iram and Aisha. What about you guys? Okay, Iram,
Sorry.
Aisha. No, you have not heard about Cold War.
No.
Iram?
No.
No. Fatima, what about you? Heard about Cold War?
Kind of.
Kind of. Abdullah, what about you?
Yes, understood.
You have heard? Okay. So Cold War, it happened in winter. Hannah Fahad?
9.
Okay. Cold War does not mean it happened. Cold War, you know what the term means? Cold War? Aisha, Iram, Fatima? No.
Slower.
No, it's not slow. Do you know what is passive aggressiveness? Does anyone know this term, passive aggressive?
Yes, sir.
फहदी को पता है सिर्फ, बाकी लोग तो क्या करते हैं पता नहीं. हाँ, आयशा, इरम, फातिमा, अब्दुल्ला. Okay, see, Cold War, it actually happened between USA and the Soviet Union, not Russia, by the way. Soviet Union, it was a union of many different countries, and they followed the, you can say, Lenin's form of communism, if you know it. Okay, so we had one communists, and then we had the capitalists. Those were in America. And now, obviously, after World War II, we had the UN, so you cannot have direct wars. Both of these are very conflicting ideas: capitalism and communism, socialism, as you can. Socialism to nahi tha, it was communism only. So we had communism against and capitalism. Now, at that time, you cannot go to direct wars, so they were competing with each other. They were competing with things like who will go to space first. So in that, Russia won. They sent Yuri Gagarin first, right? And then who will go to the moon first? So in that, USA won. So in every field of technology at that time, you had technology did not mean computer at that time very specifically, but scientific fields, technological fields, in that they were advancing and they were competing with each other. Similarly, they were also competing with each other in games, Olympic games. So they had very tough head-on competition in the Olympic Games, also Soviet Union and the United States of America. There. And then there was also competition in the chemistry field. You know, at that point of time, the Soviet scientists, they did not used to talk with the Americans, USA people, and those who were in the support of communism, they did not used to talk with the Americans, and there was no communication between. So let us suppose what happened. There were some scientists who found that, and okay, also most of the elements after 100, they are discovered after the World War II. And let us suppose somebody said that, okay, some Soviet people said that I discovered 102, but then American also said I also discovered 102. There will be a fight who discovered it first, because they were also hiding this information. They were not telling each other. Now, once they told, they are saying that I also have it. So then the IUPAC came. They said that don't fight. We will not let you name it. So there were two names. Actually, I don't remember which was that element. It was named by Soviet some other name. So they named it on their own scientists. And there was the same element was named by USA people on their own scientists. And then to get through this whole conflict, the IUPAC came and they said that no, you are not going to name the name of elements. We are going to name the name of elements, and it will be named by their atomic numbers. Okay. Then after that, they said that there will be a yearly or 4-yearly conference. In that, people will vote. Okay. So if Soviet is saying that I have got the element, then they will come. They will say that this is the name we are proposing. The USA will come. They will say we are proposing this name, and then there will be voting, and then whoever wins, we will keep that name for that particular element, for that particular atomic number. But before that, we'll be using this IUPAC nomenclature for elements after 100. So this is the story how this came into being. Okay. Now, obviously, almost all the elements till now, they have already been voted upon, and this rule was set up around 1970s, I think. So all the elements after 100, they have been almost named. They have their specific names, but you don't have to learn them. Okay, you don't have to learn those specific names. You have to learn this method of name. This method of naming for what? For peace. For peace. Okay. अभी तक किसी ने भेजा नहीं, कहानी सुन रहे थे.
सर व्हाट्सएप पे भेजना है.
हाँ, व्हाट्सएप पे भेजना है. Fahad, are you getting time? Do you read anything nowadays?
Read मतलब
Read मतलब subjects को हटा के?
नहीं, not at all.
Nothing. Not at all. No time.
No.
हाफ ईयरली कब है आपका?
7th of September.
7th of September. कौन से चैप्टर्स आ रहे हैं?
In chemistry, it's chapter 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2 and 3. Okay, fine. So we are 1, 2 जो मेजर चैप्टर्स है वो तो हो गया. Periodic properties बचा हुआ है. Okay. How are teachers in your school? Yours is Lotus Valley, na? I think, or Mayur,
Yes.
Lotus Valley, right? How are teachers there?
They're fine. Like, my physics teacher he teaches very good, but problem with him is that he doesn't teach on. मतलब पढ़ाना आता है लेकिन पढ़ाते ही नहीं है.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, so when he teaches, then he does like, okay.
Like he's the head of the ATL department, competitive जो होता है सारे.
Which department?
मतलब जो department competitions organize करते हैं वो पर.
Okay. So he doesn't teach. That means he doesn't come to class, or he doesn't teach even if he comes to class.
Like most of the time, he comes to the class but starts talking about this and that. He then doesn't teach. At times he doesn't come, and
Okay.
when he comes and he starts teaching, then he again gets diverted to another topic.
Okay. Anil. Okay, fine. Yes, Aisha, very good. Okay. And what about others? Maths teacher, yours?
Sir, should I send it on WhatsApp?
Yeah, you have to send. Fatima, you have to send on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay. What about your maths teacher?
Maths is fine.
Maths is fine. Only so you have only physics teacher who knows to teach, but he doesn't. Okay. What about you guys? MES, Aisha and Arab? How are teachers at your school? Yes, Aisha?
They're fine.
They're fine only. Okay. Aniyam, bayam, anelquadium, iyam, bayam, iyam. Okay. Yes, Fatima, correct? Okay. Iram, aniyam, bayam, anelquadium, eniyam, aniyam. Okay. Bayam, inium. Okay, very good. Abdullah, I have not received yours. Okay, Fatima, I have shared the playlist. You can save this playlist. This will have the chapter 2. Okay, watch the recordings. Let me know on Saturday if you need any help with the problems or with any concept.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now next, you all know that in this chapter we have a history of periodic table, but I will not be teaching you history. Rather, right now I will not teach. In the next class, I will give you the main concepts. Before that, what I want you guys is to, do you know this YouTube channel? There is a YouTube channel. Please note this down. Crash Course. Have you heard of this channel? No.
Yes.
No one. Yes. Okay, fine. Now in Crash Course, you will have, I think it's Introduction to Chemistry or something. Just write Crash Course and periodic table. It is the video number 4 for chemistry. It is chemistry 4. You watch that lecture, okay? And I can never do justice to whatever history has told of periodic table in a way as he has produced. So please watch that lecture and come to the next class, okay? And then we will learn about the history of periodic table. Right now, we will look at the modern periodic table and its properties. Like, for example, what is the basis of modern periodic table? What is the arrangement of modern periodic table? What is the modern periodic law? All of these things will be learning today. Okay, I hope you have written this down. Crash course. You will search for what? Crash course periodic table. Please watch that video. It's very interesting. Or can I show you now? You want to watch now? Guys, tell me.
Yes, now.
Now? Okay, fine.
Yes.
आयशा आप क्या करते हो? आपको टाइम नहीं है बिल्कुल, हाँ, किसी चीज का भी. Okay, let me stop sharing the screen and I will also pause the recording. Just remind me, है ना, Fahad? I need to start. Okay. So got an idea about how Mendeleev was and sacrifice his mother made also. Yes or no? Tell me, guys. Okay, so when the name Mendeleev is taken, it is taken with care in the chemistry community because you can imagine this this happening right now. There is a person who has that, and he's saying that this element, it has this property, and Mendeleev being not even touched that element anyway, and he has this element only in his mind, and he's saying that no, you're wrong, because the element that you have, I have predicted it, and it should have this is property. You're giving me wrong data. Okay, so we will learn about the history later on in the next class. Today we'll learn about the modern periodic table. Okay, today we'll learn about the modern periodic table. Let me go to my notebook. You can watch that whole video also once again if you want to. Now moving on. Please write the modern periodic table. Okay. Now here you will write arrangement of atoms according to their properties in tabular form. It is known as the periodic table. What is periodic table? Arrangement of elements according to their properties in tabular form is called periodic table. Right, next, the modern periodic law. So the modern periodic law, it says that the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number. Okay, so this is the modern periodic law. Then we have classified the elements on some basis. So the basis of classification here was in the modern periodic table, the basis of classification was the outermost electronic configuration. Okay, so write repetition of outermost electronic configuration. Then you will write how the atoms are arranged, how the elements are arranged, and the arrangement is it is in increasing order of atomic number. Right, next, the structure of modern periodic table. So we have horizontal rows and vertical columns. So we please write horizontal rows Okay, so the horizontal rows, these are known as periods. And these are 7. And we have vertical columns called groups. And we have 18 groups. Done, yes or no, please tell me. So we'll first learn about the period, some introduction. Then we'll learn about the groups. Okay, then we'll learn about the groups. Do one thing. Let's do something here rather than right here. And group करो थोड़ा सा टाइम बचा लेके ना चलिए लिख लीजिए we will be right here prediction of period block and group. Okay, from atomic number. So whenever you get atomic number and you have to predict the period or the block or the group, you will first of all predict the you will first of all write the normal electronic configuration for the element. Okay, or the condensed electronic configuration, whatever you want. So right, please write here from the atomic number write condensed or normal. Condensed मत लिखिए, normal लिखिएगा. Normal electronic configuration. Okay, normal electronic configuration. And whenever you are going to predict this now, then you will don't write the exceptional ones. That means if you're writing for copper, you will write it normally. Okay, you will write it normally and you will not write it in the exceptional form. Understood this? Yes or no? Please tell me. And copper has what? It has, at last, it has 4s1 3d10. So if you are predicting, then for copper, you will write 4s2 3d9. Is that clear? Yes or no? Please tell me. Aisha, Iram, Fahad, Fatima, and Abdullah.
Sir, what's the reason?
Reason ये है कि if you are having the when you are predicting something, that means this is not a chemical property or a physical property. This is playing with numbers, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hana, it is playing with numbers because you have arranged in some groups and columns, and then you have atomic number. There is some relation, mathematical relationship. So obviously, you cannot have that type of some anomaly when you are predicting. Okay, you cannot have that kind of anomaly, and that anomaly is due to chemical reasons. Hana?
Yes.
And we are doing maths here. So if there was a mathematical anomaly, then we would have considered it. But we have some chemical anomaly. Due to that, we have some different exceptional electronic configuration. But here it is only maths. Okay, it is only maths when you are predicting the period number, block number, and group number. It is not chemistry here. So I will take an example of, let us say, phosphorus. Okay, so I have written normal in the sense that you can write either the condensed form or the full form, but you have to write normal, not exceptional. For example, phosphorus 15. So phosphorus 15 will be 10 is neon. Then we have 3s2, 3p3. Okay, 3s2, 3p3. So you have written this. The first information that you will already get is the period number. Number one information that you are going to find is the period number. Maximum value. of principal quantum number n. So what is the principal quantum number here? What is the maximum value here for principal quantum number in phosphorus? Tell me.
3.
3, right? It is 3. So that is the period number. Okay. Then once you have written this, you will also get the idea about the block. What block it is in? It is in the subshell, which gets the last electron. So which subshell is getting the last electron? Tell me. Which subshell is getting the last electron?
P.
P. So this is in the P block. Okay, so we have got 2 information from the electronic configuration. As soon as we write this, first of all, we will get this 3. So this 3 is telling me about the period, and this P is telling me about the block. Okay, this P is telling me about the block. Now, for groups, we have some different cases. So you write here groups. Third is group. The first is S block. So once you have write the electronic configuration, you will identify whether it is S block or not. If you have S block, then the group number will be equal to number of valence electron. I hope you guys remember what are the number of valence electron, these stuff. If it is in P block, then the group number, it is equal to 10 plus valence electron. If it is in the D block, then the group number, it is equal to number of electron in NS plus N minus 1D. Right, next the F block. If you get this as F block, then all the F block, it is under the group number 3. Write this down, we will write some examples. Let me know if you're done. Done, guys? Yes, no, please tell me. Done?
Done.
Okay. ना time लगा रहे बताइए. चलिए. I'm giving you the Z, that means the atomic number. Okay. Then you will first of all send me the electronic configuration. Then you will tell me what is the period number, then block, and then the group. 53, 98, 75, 55. चलिए 4 ही कीजिए। First of all, you will let me also know if you need any help. Okay, I'm here. No one has sent me anything. What happened? हाँ गाइस, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में ये दिक्कत हो रही है आप लोगों को?
सर व्हाट्सएप पे सेंड करना है।
हाँ हाँ व्हाट्सएप पे सेंड करना। नो वन हैज सेंड। और अब आपके इसका भी टाइम हो गया टेस्ट का।
सर सेंड।
अच्छा आपने पूरा बना लिया? नहीं, wrong. Aisha, did you use my method, our method that we learned? Tell me. Aisha, tell me. Yes. What is our method of writing? Please tell me now. How do we write it? Tell me. I have NS. Then what is the formula? Aisha, Iram, Fahad,
N minus 2F,
N minus 2F.
N minus 1D, NP.
According to this, Aisha, NS, the S will be always behind F, D, and P. Yes or no? Yes, Aisha, tell me.
Yes.
Chaliye, fair. So please practice this, okay? Fatima, do you know how to write the electronic configuration? Okay, fair. If you don't know, no problem. Okay, I'm stopping the screen share here. We'll start with electronic configuration. We will revise the electronic configuration. then only you will start the chapter in the next class. Okay. So you'll have to do electronic configuration first, just a small revision. And then for your test, please have this. There are 5 questions, 10 marks, and 1 and 2, 4, 5, no? And then 5, yeah, correct. You can start, okay? Please start. Okay, so if you need any clarity or if you want anything, na, like for example, you have doubt in some question, please speak out. Don't write in the chat or something. Is that fine? Clear? Okay, yes or no? Please don't write any of your doubts in the chat. Please speak out because your chats can be missed. I sometimes do not get the notification.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.